What's going on, y'all? This Pito coming to y'all with another book review. Something else I just finished reading. I wanted to talk to y'all about. It's called The Relationship Cure. Yeah, it's a relationship book. Always a hot topic on the internet. Men versus women. Let's go to war. So this book is called The Relationship Cure, man. It's a pretty good read, actually. Really helps out if you are in a dynamic where you're trying to do better with your relationship. You're trying to do better with your significant other. It's going to be a little different today because I'm going to be doing a lot of reading because it's like I took a lot of notes on this book just to help me out with my predicament. Well, not even my predicament, my relationship, because everything's good. Everything's thriving. So I don't want to make it seem like it's a problem when it ain't one. Be careful with my words, not even put that in the air. You feel me? So yeah, let's talk about this book. It's Peter. Let's get it. All right, so this book is going to be a little different than our typical books when I'm just giving y'all my thoughts and opinions and things that I like and I didn't like. I do want to read certain things from the book so you guys can have a better understanding for yourself. So one of the things that they talk about is instead of avoiding each other, actively seek moments of connection. The more we distance ourselves, the higher chance of failure. Often, this distancing happens unconsciously. So it's critical to pay attention to one another. Be mindful on how you approach the situation, ensuring that it is respectful and considerate. Address the issues at hand without criticizing the person involved. Instead of focusing on a weakness, identify and appreciate their strengths. Reflect on how their past experiences shape the present and the future. So it's definitely things like that that's in this book that I kind of want y'all to get an understanding or an idea about what you begin into reading this book. So yeah, we're going to definitely go into a lot of these type things in this book that I really thought was key points and I enjoyed. Another thing that he talked about was instead of defending your point, let's engage in a question. Ask to foster understanding. If you perceive it as an argument or as a competition with a winner and a loser, you already missed the point. And sometimes amidst conflicts, our dreams are concealed. So what he's saying is a lot of times we can go into these conversations or these situationships or these issues with idea that I'm gonna win this argument or I'm gonna make somebody bow or I'm gonna make somebody crumble behind my thoughts and what I think and how I feel. Instead, don't approach it like that, because a lot of times with that conflict or you going into it as a competition, your idea of what you really want is concealed because you just want to win instead of getting to a resolution in a peaceful way and actually getting what you want. That win can override anything positive in the direction that you're seeking or that you're actually trying to go, if that makes sense. A couple more things from the book. He was talking about embracing healthy rituals can have a profound impact. It is crucial to share the responsibilities of these rituals and find common ground. Let's celebrate our relationships together. So meaning, like, one thing that he was talking about is if you have a ritual in your relationship where y'all do it daily, do not let a fight come in between that ritual. So hypothetically, this is just my understanding, by the way. Hypothetically, if y'all give each other a kiss every morning, so make sure if y'all do get into a fight, y'all do have a disagreement or y'all not seeing eye to eye on that particular day, make sure you still get that kiss in the morning, still give each other a hug in the morning. So even though y'all may have a disagreement about something, y'all still on the same page as far as that day. We are still as a unit working together. We just not seeing eye to eye right now. And he said, remember, it's not about winning an argument or proving yourself right. It's about finding a resolution and understanding for each perspective, not just yours, both perspectives. Taking a step back and try to see the situation from another person's point of view. This empathy can help bridge the gap and foster a deeper connection. So when you stop making it about you, and you stop making it all about how you feel and your perspective, if you try to understand where they're coming from, it'll shine a whole nother light on this whole situation or disagreement. Because a lot of times with me, in my head, I jump to conclusions about how I feel, what I think about a lot of different situations, and I won't even understand or even think about where they're coming from sometimes until I calm down. I take a deep breath, like, Peter, let's get a better understanding of what's going on. Once I talk to that person, I understand where they're coming from and I understand why they're coming from that place. It changes everything immediately for me. Like, okay, I got you. So we're on the same page. It's not just you being an A or you just trying to be difficult. It's just you have something rooted into why you taking the stance you stand. And I understand that and I get that. So it definitely helps to take the time out to really understand and foster that deeper connection. Another thing in the book that he was talking about was when addressing the issue, and again, I'm looking at my notes, when addressing the issue, focus on the behavior or the action rather than criticizing the person themselves. Constructive feedback can be helped, but attacking somebody's character will only escalate the situation instead. Identify their strengths and acknowledge their efforts. This will also you can also discuss areas that need improvement. So instead of going to somebody and like, I mean, you a liar, man, or you a sucker, or you ain't this or you ain't that, you can address whatever you have an issue with. So you told a lie about this particular situation and I didn't like that and then it offended me, and I'm not trying to make situations worse, so I'm not trying to escalate anything. I'm just letting you know that this particular situation that you did really affected me in a certain way. And I would like to have conversations about this so we can understand, for one, why you felt the need that you had to lie. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe it's something that I'm doing that where you're not comfortable being honest with me. Maybe it is who you are as a person. Maybe you just like to lie, whatever the case may be. But if you getting upset and you coming at them, it's going to bring up every wall, every security, every guard, everything they have to stop and eliminate the situation. But when you de-escalate and you talk, you can get to the root of things and you can have a better understanding of the person you're dealing with, why you're dealing with them, and what's causing these reactions, so you can know, therefore, how you need to handle it accordingly. But if it's just all of a sudden an attack on a character, it's not going to get nowhere. They're not going to try to hear you. They're not going to try to talk. They're not going to try to open up. They're not going to try to be vulnerable because you're attacking them. Like, who would want to be vulnerable in the time of attack? That's like the worst time to do it. So yeah, there's definitely some good pointers in this book so far. What else we got? All right. Another thing he talked about is so much in this book. In any relationship, it is crucial to acknowledge each other's pain and emotion. This includes not only your pain, but also the pain and feelings of your partners and any children involved. Providing tools and resources to handle conflict in a healthy way can empower everyone involved to navigate difficult situations with compassion and understanding. Validating people's feelings. Like, that's just of it, man. Don't be ignoring, don't be dismissive, don't be like, I don't care how you feel, nothing like that. If you're really trying to get somewhere positive in a relationship, like, it is very important to validate how people feel. However, it is not important to let our emotions control us. Being aware of our emotional triggers and understanding the root cause can help us respond more effectively in challenging situations. By separating old issues from the new ones, we can be more present and focus on finding solutions rather than getting caught up in past grievances. So a lot of times, if I have an issue with you and you're bringing up something old, we're going to get stuck in the mud and not really get nowhere. And if I'm constantly focused on something that you did in the past, I can't really clearly think straightforward and get to a place where better healing is available, because I'm so stuck in the mud and focusing on stuff that's in the past, that's old. So a lot of times with these situations, if you need help to get past situations, there definitely could be time and a place to have those conversations. But whenever there's new things occur, that's not the time and the place to bring up these old feelings and old things. And that may be the cause root of it, but you need to get past them at a different time and a place, from my understanding of what he's saying in this book. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not a therapist or anything like that, so I definitely could be looking into this the wrong way. But just to my understanding, each individual subject or each individual grievance should be dealt with separately, so we can handle it and then we can get to the core root of whatever is going on that's causing you to respond in the way you are to said situation. Again, I know I'm looking down a lot, but I'm reading the notes. I apologize. Please forgive me. But this is a little bit more serious book, so I definitely wanted to get into it. Another thing he said really quick before I nonverbal communication speaks volumes, often more than words itself. Pay attention to your body language and signals you're sending. A warm smile, a gentle touch, and maintaining eye contact can convey understanding and support. Cross arms, defensive postures, and avoid eye contact can create barriers and escalate tension. So a lot of times when we are having these conversations, please let's try not to be like, whatever, like, oh, okay, whatever, like, I ain't trying to hear that. Like, you could read all that. A lot of times you could be engaging, you could pay attention, you could look and let somebody know that you care about how they feel, you intently trying to pay attention. So I don't know if you saw how I just did that. See them acting skills. But paying attention more, body language, giving better, so we can, let somebody know that we are being attentive. So again, this book is called The Relationship Cure. And there's a lot in this book. I definitely want y'all to read it. There's a lot that I'm not going over because there's so many details, but I just wanted to give y'all key points that stuck out to me that really meant something to me. So I'm gonna read this last part. It says, in conclusion, open and honest communication, empathy, and understanding are keys to maintaining a healthy relationship. By addressing issues without criticism, acknowledging each other's pain, and utilizing effective communication techniques, we can navigate conflict and build stronger connections, and let's strive to be present in these situations, in these relationships. Overall, man, I love this book, man. It gives me so many different tools and so many different things that I really liked about it. There's so much more that I have not went over in this book, but it's definitely really good tools to use when you're in a relationship, when you're trying to do the right thing, when you're trying to be positive. I went over my key points. So basically, I really love this book. My highlights is definitely all the information that it's given. It's definitely giving you tools. It's definitely giving you a lot of things that you can use in these relationships, and to be present, to be more aware, more patient, more mindful of the words you use and how to approach, and just being, ideally aware of what's going on. But I don't really have too many lowlights to the book. It's pretty good, man. That's really it. Final thoughts, man. If you're gonna be in these relationships, try your best to pay attention. Try your best to be aware. Try the best to be the best version of you, because that's all you're gonna get back is a version of you, if that makes sense. You're gonna get it back what you put out, basically. So there's Peter with another book review, The Relationship Cure. Definitely let me know what you think if you've read it before. I want your guys' opinion. Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Peter. I'm out. Another book review.